Welcome, Cappies, and happy birthday. Happy birthday to all those January Cappies, and Happy New Year. Wow, January 2020. Can you believe it? I think Capricorns, this is going to be a bit of a sigh of relief to a lot of you. This year, I feel, is going to be very, very beneficial for you. And I'm a fellow Cappy, so I know what you guys have been going through over the last, 12 years, dating back for some of you. But particularly over the last few years, it's been tough going. So let's get into your January reading. Just before I do, I want to remind everyone, please take advantage of my free mini reading for all new subscribers. Just click the subscribe button. You can ask your question in the comments below, or if you feel more comfortable not in a public forum asking your question, please email it to my personal email address and I will very gladly give you your free reading as a thank you for being a new subscriber. So let's get into your reading. Now, this month, I really feel like you're starting off with a bang. You're in a position of power and or leadership. You're feeling accomplished and driven and ambitious this year for some of you. And I feel like it's been very slow going to get to this point, but there is definitely movement towards that. For some of you, I'm feeling like this is a goal for you this month. You are wanting to accomplish things. You're wanting to have drive. You're wanting to become ambitious. Change for yourself this month, I feel, is what some of you are wanting. And I do feel that it's coming to you. It's this feeling of the Emperor, this feeling of being powerful, and perhaps for some of you in a work situation, being in a position of authority for some of you. That's kind of the feeling that January is starting out with. Now, also a message that I got while I was meditating on this reading for some of you is that this could have something to do with you, a boss, and a judgment. You might have to be being judged about something by a boss in January. There's a bit of judgment. You might have to account for something that you did in January, and I'm feeling it is a work situation, but I'm also feeling there's going to be a complete transformation for you as well in your work for some of you, and things have been quite stagnant and burdened, and I think that's going to change for you in January. I do still see you working hard. You've had that situation, definitely I feel, in a work situation where you've just been feeling really overburdened and carrying a heavy load. And I feel like that's definitely coming to an end for you. Absolutely. There's joy for you. The star tells of joy and just happiness and something to look forward to. There's definitely something good happening in January. Now, your money as well is looking good, but be careful, because I do see perhaps you're giving it away you're spending it in the wrong areas. So just really be careful. And also, just a message for some of you, I feel like some of you might have money stolen from you if you're not careful. So be really careful with that. But just be careful on that impulse buying and where you're spending it. As I said, you're very generous. Money's good. You're very generous. Don't give it away frivolously. You've worked really hard for it, and yeah, just be mindful. And I feel like that's definitely happening for you. There's the lessons of the past, I feel like, have really made you look carefully at your money and where you're spending it and how you spend it. So that's something as well that is featuring in January. Now, January as well, I want to tell you guys, wow, you've got the best card. Well, my favourite card is the Dream Come True, the Wish Come True card. And I feel like there's something that you're going to get in January that you've been dreaming about or wishing about. And it's something that for some of you could even be something that has been like driven you to obsession, this wish, this dream, and you are going to get it. And I definitely feel like it's happening in January for a lot of you. Now, also just a separate message, just be careful that some of you, I see this addiction. It could be a dream about giving up an addiction for some of you as well. Is a message that I'm getting, because there's definitely the devil, and the devil talks about passion, but not love passion, like evil passion. I don't know if there's an evil passion. It's an obsessive passion, an obsessive desire, and it. For some of you, I feel like maybe this wish, as I said, has something to do with this, or you're going to get a wish that you've absolutely just desperately wanted, and it has almost turned into obsession. Now, Capricorn as well is the devil. The devil card can represent the star sign of Capricorn as well. So this can be talking about, for some of you, just a wish come true that you have had, and it's coming in, and this kind of ties in with the Doreen Virtue Healing with the Angels card that I pick out, the signs card. And I feel like you're going to be getting a sign about this dream come true, this wish that you've had, just happiness and joy as well that's coming for you. And it's really important to pay attention to it. So I just want to read out what the Doreen Virtue card says about signs, and it says, pay careful attention to the messages the angels give you now. You have asked for a sign and they deliver it. Notice and trust these signs. You've asked for heaven to help you. Now it's up to you to pay attention to the evidence of their help. This card signifies that your angels are trying to get your attention with signs. They might ask a butterfly or bird to fly near you, or they might compel you to hear a song several times. They might put an object in your path so that you have to notice it. Drawing this card is also a sign from your angels. They are trying to get through. Please notice. You can ask your angels to give you a sign whenever you have a question or a decision to make. Usually it's not a good idea to specify what type of sign you'd like. Leave it up to the angels. They are very good at making their presence known. Wow, that is so beautiful. And you know what? I wonder if a few of you are even getting into that spiritual side of you, and your wish has something to do with that, something to do with a sign, a message from the angels, and it's coming in January. It's coming in January. So, guys, that's pretty much it in a nutshell, and I'm absolutely so happy to give you more information if you have a question about this. As I said, please ask me a question. Use your free mini reading to either ask about this month, January 2020, or use it to ask another question that this has not touched upon. The answer is not part of this, and I'll give you an answer to you. I'll shuffle the cards specifically for you. Now, also, if you are interested in crystals, I have some beautiful handmade pieces, jewelry that is, that have been made by a Sydney designer, and I sell her pieces online, and they're absolutely beautiful. The meaning of the crystals as well are in the underneath the jewelry, what properties the crystals have. And also there's some Swarovski bead earrings that are there, and they're really amazing colors and they're beautiful. So check those out if you're into some unique, interesting pieces. They're all one-off pieces, and once they've been purchased, there will be they'll be taken off the website. There's no more. There's not a million of these made. They're all one-off. So thank you so much for listening in January. As I said, happy birthday. And please tune in for your February reading as well. Thank you. Bye.